Hi, I'm Richard Lyon. I'm the sales manager for Ropetech International Limited. Ropetech is a rope access engineering company, so basically we do all manner of work at height. Now, sometimes it's inspection, sometimes it's painting work. The list is endless. There's a lot of offshore work in the oil and gas industry. There's work on bridges, on buildings, anywhere where there's work to be done at height, basically. At university, I did sports physiology stroke physical education. So a logical career progression from there would have been to go into teaching or to go into some sort of sports coaching or sports research. I didn't want to do any of those things at the time, and in fact I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was persuaded by my father that I should go where the money was. And so I left university, and after a lot of letter writing, I got myself a place as a graduate trainee with the corporate banking division of Bank. Almost the first day that I set foot on the bank, I realised that it was not for me. I struggled through it. I stuck with the 2-year training course, and in retrospect, it was a very good development opportunity, and I learned a lot from those 2 years. I took a career change about 4 years ago and moved from a business career in corporate sales, which I've been doing for about 10 years previously, and I decided that I needed a change in my life. A good old friend of mine that used to be a regular climbing partner, he had been working in roped access for 10, 12 years even. He had plenty of money. He'd just moved his family to the Pyrenees Mountains, and he was just so pleased with his life and happy with his lot. He was getting out. He had 10,000-foot mountains just out of his back door. He was going flying every day. I just thought, wow, why am I doing that? I just felt that I needed to do something that was a bit more exciting, a bit more out there, and also working with people that I have an affinity with. I think that's very important in life. You have to be where you feel you belong. My father was a lecturer in a university in Liverpool, and my mother was an English teacher. When I was a kid, I was very heavily influenced by my father, and I was, in hindsight, very ill-advised by him on the matter of sort of career choice. His attitude was that one doesn't need to enjoy the work that one does. What you should be doing is focusing on earning the money and fulfilling your sort of obligations in life, really. But in my experience, as long as you're doing something that is not ultimately compatible with you, you're always going to be trying to push water uphill, basically. Although when I was a child, I never had sort of clear ideas about how I wanted to earn money in life. I certainly had clear ideas about where I wanted to be and what I wanted to be doing, and it wasn't sitting in a desk with grey-suited, middle-aged, rather, dare I say, rather dull and unambitious people in an office. So, and that really had sort of stayed with me throughout all of my business career. Well, these days I have 2 young boys, and so their sort of needs and interests tend to preoccupy me. I love nothing more than just being in the outdoors, in the mountains, wandering around. Taking my eldest boy, my youngest one's still a baby, but taking the elder one who's also very into his natural history and animals. We just go looking for bugs and wandering along streams and just being in the outdoors and chatting, being with people that I like being with. I do occasionally get out rock climbing, but it is quite occasionally these days, and I don't pursue it with anything like the fervour that I used to.